doing today, Maureen?
Today we are planting. We're going to be planting some cabbages, peas, a few other things. But for me, gardening means bathing suits. So we will not be recording us gardening in our bathing suits because that is just too much flesh for you to look at. But I will pipe in and show you what we're up to and what we're doing and why as we go through the day. Come along for this little short ride. So it's about almost 5 o'clock and we have done a lot of planting. Some things, I don't know really what to think about it, but we're gonna give it a shot, some of these things. So I'll just take you around, show you what we did. In the back here, I planted the peas. We did put up some rope. We will take it up higher as we can as they grow, because they will grow. And then I did also have, I believe these are cabbages. So we've got just a portion row of cabbages covered with the mulch. One of the reasons why I use the wood mulch is that it really keeps the moisture in, so we won't have to water as often. In the front beds where I planted, quite a while ago, when we've gone and looked at the onions, which are starting to sprout, yay! As we're digging down, the ground is beautiful and moist, and like where you can pick up the soil and actually form it. It's not soggy wet, but it's definitely got a lot of moisture. So I'm really looking forward to trying out this style of permaculture where I'm using the wood chips to actually keep the water in so I don't have to water as often. Here is the cauliflower bed. So we were able to get about 10 in there. And then we also noticed when we were over here, the espaliered apple tree. It's got blossoms on it, so I'm very excited about that. 3 different types. So there is I think on the bottom, I forget what it is, but the middle one is Honeycrisp, which we did get a Honeycrisp last year. It was the most delicious apple we've ever had. Even though I planted it last year, I still got an apple. And then the very top is a Spartan. So the bottom one, I guess, is a Gala. So we planted in our radishes. So we have 4 different kinds of radishes. I'm not sure if they will come up with the wood mulch being on, but I'm just going to take a chance. And so this is we're going to do our radishes here. We'll do carrots on that side. This mid bed, once we remove the beets from the winter. This is my winter garden that stayed over the winter. And so in this mid bed, we will plant all the peppers. And in the top one, we will plant the tomatoes. This is a hot spot. So they will really enjoy being here. This one here, this is our broccoli. And I only did a few broccoli because you can get more broccoli from your broccoli, but I'll probably plant a few more plants. And then the last thing, or no, not the last thing, second to last. So in between the bed there, we have planted suchoy or Napa cabbage. And so there is a bed there, and then there is 2 little extra ones over here. We make a lot of kimchi, so thought it would be great to try growing our own cabbages under the reme cloth. This is what we need to talk about. Took a big chance, and the beans are being very prolific. There's a lot of beanage going on, and lots of actual bean pods being grown. So I took a chance, and I've put them out here. I've covered them in reme cloth to hope that they will survive this transition out. They were out. I did harden them off, but some are looking okay and some are not. I learned a huge lesson about pole beans and those types of things, is that direct sow them, they grow quickly. I had no idea. So part of me even, you know, a month ago was like, just scrap it all that's in there, just stop it and let it go, or like just throw them out and start again and wait till, you know, middle of May and where I could direct sow them. So if these don't work, that's what I'm going to do anyway. But if one or two survive, then great. Yay. Back in the greenhouse studio, even though we've taken some things out. Well, actually, I've moved some things from the black, I forget what that's called, from the black rack, and they're over here. So we're still very full, but I did need to come and show you. We have a tomatillo growing. Ha! And the beans, some of the beans that we had, like they're full length beans. So that's where it was like, okay, get them out, you know, fighting them in here and over the next month or whatever. So yeah, so I think I'll probably have some more tomatillos before they go outside. The corn is looking very nice. Here's one tall one. I do need to plant a few more because in my last batch, I think only one came up, so corn's looking pretty spindly. I prefer to have quite a bit more corn. All the peppers are looking good. Again, lots of little flowers, as you can see. So peppers will probably start soon. So we'll be looking at harvesting food, you know, fairly quickly after things are planted. Marissa and I also transplanted a bunch of the salad greens. So some butter lettuce, some spinach, a lot of kale. The basil is still in the tray growing, and it's looking great. We've got a couple of different kinds of basil, which we love. There's 72 cells in that tray, and we probably did about 50 to 60 transplants as well today. Whew, that's what we did today. I don't know how much more I can do.